I spent the better part of my life fighting for my country. I did 16 years in the military, and majority of the time was in Army Special Operations. I was a Green Beret in 3rd Special Forces Group. We were really got a bunch of things, and 2 of those are shooting bad guys and lifting heavy weights. I got out in 2014 and I tried working for corporate companies, doing leadership positions and stuff like that, and I found really quick that I can't approach an issue in a company in the civilian world like I would on a team, where I could tell somebody to screw off or man up, whatever profanity I want to throw their way with love, and they straighten up and fly, right? You can't do that in the civilian world, especially the corporate world that I was in. Around March of 2016, I figured that I had enough of it. I knew I was decent at shooting, and I knew I could teach. Part of our mission whenever we were deployed is, you're training people that are farmers or no jobs at all in these foreign countries and teaching them how to fight bad guys. I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey, I'm gonna launch this company. And I was sitting there thinking about names. I was like, Primo Elements, Primo this. Primo was like, I don't even want my name to be attached to it. So I came up with courses of action. Courses of action being a way or series of plans as you make something happen, different ways of approaching a situation. I trademarked that name immediately, submitted my expedited business license, wrote a business plan, and had a website all developed. All this happened in the span of 7 days. Today we're gonna get our zeros, okay, and then we'll start running some drills, get warmed up, then we'll switch to pistol, and then we'll take lunch around 11, all right? And then it's gonna be game on. And basically what I teach is gunfighting. I teach gunfighting to upstanding civilians and law enforcement, soon to be military. I'm gonna structure my courses where we have a basic course where it's fundamentals, an intermediate course where it's a little more advanced, and a C3 course or P3 course where it's advanced 2-day pistol or carbine. People are passionate about it. Once anyone can shoot a tight group whenever they're on a range at a target and they're like, oh, look at how tight this group is. Well, I'm a firm advocate that you need an adrenaline rush, you need an accelerated heart rate, you need to have your blood pumping through your body, your eyes need to be blurry, your vision's blurry, and all that. Let's throw in some weights for a stress shoot and take away your grip. Let's take away these fundamental things that you actually need and then really see how you perform. You're not gonna rise to any occasion, you're only gonna rise to the level of training that you have. I push people to their limits, whether it's pistol or carbine, they get to truly see where they're at. Pop up! I can promise you that whenever you finish one of my courses, you feel like you've accomplished and earned something. People want to learn. And for the most part, in most states, we can carry a firearm on us, and people want to learn. They're getting past the, oh, I took my CCW test and I'm good. No, they realize that that's the most basic ground level. You're not getting anything out of that. And they actually need additional training on what happens if crap does go down. What do I do then? Watch your muzzle. Stay low, get your head lower, get your head lower. All right, set up behind there, get your standoff. Now come up and get shots on target. Real world training. No fluff, no magic pill stuff. You have to work for it, and applying stuff that works. Nothing fancy. There's nothing fancy in a firefight. There's only using what works to make it as fast and efficient as possible. You might contact me through a guy named John Bakay. INFORCE wants to work with you. I've been using them for years. I've deployed with them. I probably deploy with INFORCE lights more than anybody else. It's wanting the knowledge, learning how to use the knowledge, applying it. I mean, you guys have seen what we do today. We don't play around. It's hands-on. Game on. It's not just a man sport per se, and it's I think some guys out there are scared to have women's only courses or have women in their courses. Like, no, that's a demographic that's huge. And if you look at people who need this training more, it's like, who's more vulnerable, right? Well, everyone is if you don't have training, but for some reason, you have your predators that pick up on vulnerable women. Would you buy a car nowadays without an airbag? There's a slim chance of using your airbag, right? But you want it there, right? So the same thing goes into training. I'm a man, I'm a woman. I may not ever use this training. It's like your airbag may never deploy in your car. But knowing that it's in your toolbox to use and knowing that your airbag's in that steering wheel or in the pillars or wherever they are now to protect you, just knowing it's there, it's kind of like a warm and fuzzy. Like, I have this training now. And if I keep practicing it and maintaining the skill, then if I ever do need it, God forbid I do need it, and someone's trying to harm me or my loved ones, it's them going down and not us. I pray that they're never presented with an issue where they have to use anything and we train them. But if they are, then they have a chance. I consider myself privileged to be an American. I love being an American. Being an American, if you've ever traveled outside of this country, you realize how lucky, 100% lucky we are to live in this country. There's people that have houses and homes and jobs in third world countries that are facing famine and all this and worrying about these guys coming and killing their family at night and no repercussions on their end. We don't have to worry about any of that because we are in America and because we have Americans fighting that evil every single day. So I'm grateful and very lucky and feel proud to be an American.